Understanding, basically, a key word for IELTS success. Imagine you're trying to explain a complex idea to a friend, and you start with, basically, it's like this. That's our word for today, basically. This common word is essential for IELTS learners aiming for a band score of 6.5 and above. Let's break it down and learn how to use it effectively. Word type, basically, is an adverb. This means it's used to modify verbs, adjectives, or other adverbs, helping to provide more information about how, when, where, or to what extent something happens. Meaning, basically means fundamentally or in the most essential or fundamental way. It's often used to introduce a simplified explanation of something complex or to emphasize the most important aspects of a situation or idea. Word history. The word basically comes from the adjective basic, which entered English in the mid-16th century. It derives from the Greek word basis, meaning foundation or base. Over time, basic evolved to include the meaning fundamental or essential, and basically became its adverbial form. Synonyms. Some synonyms for basically include fundamentally, essentially, primarily, and in essence. These words can often be used interchangeably with basically, depending on the context. Antonyms. Antonyms or opposite words for basically include specifically, particularly, and in detail. These words tend to focus on precise or exact information rather than a general or simplified explanation. Examples used in sentences. Let's look at some examples of how to use basically in sentences. The two political parties basically agree on the main issues, but differ on how to implement solutions. The new software update is basically the same as the old version, with just a few minor improvements. I was late to work because, basically, I overslept and missed my bus. Basically, the novel is about a young woman's journey of self-discovery in a foreign country. Common errors in use. While basically is a useful word, it's important to avoid overusing it. Some common mistakes include using it too frequently in speech or writing, which can make your language repetitive and less precise. Using it as a filler word without adding meaning to the sentence. For example, saying I basically went to the store doesn't add any value to the simple statement I went to the store. Confusing it with base or basic. Remember, basically is an adverb, while base and basic are typically used as nouns or adjectives. To improve your IELTS score, practice using basically in your speaking and writing tasks. Remember to use it to introduce simplified explanations or to emphasize key points. By mastering words like basically, you'll be able to express yourself more clearly and effectively in English, bringing you closer to your target band score of 6.5 and beyond.